Good morning, 18th November 21. Amazon stock 10. The profits of Amazon have fallen. Reason being is that they spent 5 billion marketing. Second quarter, I believe it is 8 billion. Third quarter. Uh, Imagine Amazon paying 8 billion in a quarter for marketing. How do you feel about this? Is it profits falling, or is it that they reinvest all the cash they have? Also, there's a policy of no dividend, same thing as in Candina. Why? Because we reinvest all the profits and as much cash flow as we can. Why? Because it is a competitive advantage. Shares in the long term will profit. But it is not a question of shares. This is something that a lot of investors do not realize, that as the business persons, and may I remind that this is not a recommendation, I am not a financial consultant or broker and blah blah blah. But may I say that the business persons will look towards the long-term intrinsic value and the long-term competitive advantages, barriers of entry and exit of companies. So if we do not provide dividends like Amazon, what we are doing, we are reinvesting in the company. Why? Because we are business persons. Business persons don't look at the short-term profit. I know a lot of investors are looking towards the short-term profit, but it is much more robust, the competitive advantage and the barriers of entry and exit of any company, if we reinvest all the cash flow. And this is the policy that will have long-term rewards. Perhaps only a 10% this year stock growth, but sales are still growing up, let's say 16% year on year. Third quarter 20, benchmark third quarter 21. So 16% is not bad. Of course, these cloud services is the cash cow of Amazon. But if we look at how much they have invested in assets, infrastructure, robots, we are looking at amazing figures of about, say, 20 billion. Last quarter, was it 13 billion? So perhaps they could have not invested these billions in marketing, in infrastructure and assets. So that would be a total 21, perhaps. Then, of course, the profits and the famous earnings per share and this blah, 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 blah that investors use. Of course, they would have broken the market in the short term, but that's not the goal. The goal is to conquer the world, and as well as Amazon, Candina has the same strategy. We are focusing in the long-term competitive advantages, and if we have a competitor here listening to this video, please make sure we are not going to provide any dividend at all. Make sure that we are going to try to keep the costs as low possible, and we are going to reinvest. It's very important that investors think that shares are peanuts. The most important thing is the business model, the long-term competitive advantages. And I believe if Amazon has really put forward, say approx 20 billion in a quarter for this infrastructure and marketing, it is the best thing they could have ever done, so that in the future we will see if others are brave enough. And just one little remark is regarding this timing that has been done in Amazon infrastructures. We see that raw materials have grown in the world about 50, 60, 70. Iron, ore, electricity, everything. But the main question is, infrastructures that Amazon has invested in now are worth times 7, times 10. Think about this because the timing has been perfect. So we look forward now that some investors think of a 15% growth in the shares, others think in, say, touching $4,000, others touching $5,000. I'm really not interested about this share price. Of course, I am an investor, a heavy investor in Amazon, but I am very interested in the long-term competitive advantage. And this is a message that I wanted to express to a lot of investors. You can put all the money in a lot of digital companies, and perhaps these companies can go bust tomorrow because we might think that having my profile in, say, a digital company, is that legal according to data protection? We might think that perhaps using this software in every company in the world is worth $400. What if I generate a new software for $50 per year? That's 2 companies I already eliminated. How about digital currencies? Digital currencies are going to grow, it's very clear. Because not only countries, I wrote here, not only countries have us uninformed, but also disinformed. And this is why I'm making this video, to inform and communicate the long-term competitive advantage of Amazon. Because it is the same that this company, Cantina, has been doing for 125 years. And we are keep on doing it. Therefore, prevention is genius in Amazon. It's very important. Companies that prevent, how? So successful to generate infrastructures when raw materials go up. Already they have invested in all that. Another successful strategy is that they are not focusing so much in Asia at the moment, perhaps in India, but not in China, and that is very successful strategy, yes. So then, please, like, subscribe, and if you do have some long-term investment, well, you know, they are going to reinvest all the cash flow, they are going to reinvest all the profits, and this is going to grow huge because they are disrupting the 5 institutions. And that's something that governments don't like, and also governments do not help little companies, and that is really making Amazon a huge expansion opportunity. I believe that next year we will have another 20, 16%. Well, who cares? It will compound. No one will be able to compete if they continue reinvesting these cash flows. Yes. Who can in a quarter invest 20 billion? So goodwill will grow. Thank you very much indeed. Take care. Nice weekend. Bye.